Hi, and welcome to In the Front Row, all things news, reviews, and interviews. My name's Jamie Lee, and joining me on the show today, I have JKap, aka Cruz from Cobra Kai. Thanks for joining me today, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I was really excited to have you on the show today so that we could chat about Cobra Kai, but I also really wanted to get you on here so I could be like,
yeah, I did it. Yes, I did it. Got my Crocs on, with my socks on, and they be like, no, he didn't. And I'll be like, yeah.
Such a good track. I added it to my Spotify playlist. So yeah, everybody go check that out. Add it to yours. It's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that's fun little project. I just, been about just over 2 weeks out there. It's got well over 100,000 streams across different platforms, and
that's so good.
That's big.
Yeah,
that feels great.
Nice. So let's chat about Cobra Kai. Take me back to that audition process. How did that go? Were you applying for like the role of Cruz, or was it like a generic look that they were going for? What happened with that?
I got sent a request to tape for Cruz, and it said, skinny skater looking kid with a mustache. And I was like, all right, well, I look like that a little bit. And I actually had the mustache.
I was going to say, did you have the stash on? Yep.
Yeah, I already had the mustache. It just so happened during that time, I just had a mustache. Nice. So when I was on set, I told him, I was like, y'all just wanted me because of the mustache.
That's why they got you.
And so yeah, then I asked my friend to help me tape Russell. His name's Russell Dreyer. He taped me on out front of the garage, our neighbor's garage, because it was a good solid backdrop. And yeah, about 5 days later, I got a call with an offer.
Awesome.
To play the role.
Nice. Is that a long wait, 5 days, or is that about it?
I mean, it seems to be somewhat like an average. From what I've talked about with other people as well.
Okay.
Sometimes it's really quick. Like when I was on Meet the Browns, it was like the next day.
Okay, right, yeah. And I don't have any experience like on set or with filming or anything like that. So can you run us through like what that's like? Like, for example, with the, what do you call him? Like Ninja Boy, the Larusso fight scene. How long did those sort of scenes take to film?
That was, an evening, about 5 hours maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
And, a lot of it, I don't, because I have a stunt double, or pretty much everybody has a stunt double in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not working the whole time. You're kind of there and watching. And I thought it was like, you're taking away my fun. I wanted to do it more, but it was one of my good friends, a longtime good friend, Noah Garrett. He was my stunt double, and we found out when we got on set, which was
wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Hey, and you had no idea?
No, I had no clue he was going to be there.
Wow, that's cool. And so were you nervous doing that scene? Like, I mean, you're with the Karate Kid, you're with William Zabka. Like, were you a little bit, or were you just cool, chill?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Of course. The whole time you're like, every second it counts. Every second is something. You're like thinking about what's happening, and you're, being around legends, people I grew up watching, and I don't know, idolizing, but I mean, being in karate as a kid, you thought about these guys,
yeah,
and like watching the shows, watching the movies, and it's the Karate Kid. Once I realized what was going on, I was like shocked. I was like, I have this opportunity, I need this one.
Yeah, for sure. Because this was your only series, is that right, that you'd done at that time, or you'd already done the Browns?
Series, yeah. The only, well, yeah, Meet the Browns is a series, but not the same thing. It's a sitcom show, but yeah, this was me getting back into acting again, because I'd always been acting, but I had been doing it on my own. My filmmaking career was really taking off, and I was focused in making music videos for major hip hop artists primarily. And that took so much of my focus while I myself was focusing on music too.
Yeah.
And the whole industry transformed into online auditions versus in person. So I got kind of lost in that transition. And when I realized what was going on, and I was like, wait a minute, I got into all of this because of acting. So I got back into it. And within the year of getting back into it, I got booked to Cobra Kai.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, that's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. That's an
Yeah.
honor. And I'm like, it's truly a blessing. The second I realized what I was auditioning for, I just knew this even more than like anything I've auditioned for before. I knew the importance of it to me. I knew that it wasn't gonna be on Netflix yet, and I knew
Yeah,
that
because
it
it
was,
started on
but I
YouTube first.
just,
Yeah.
I just like it just didn't matter. It was like this is a legendary franchise. This is, you know, to be a part of this. I
Yeah.
remember seeing Ralph Macchio on set, and I'm just like, whoa, this is real life. This is really happening. And both him and William Zabka are extremely, nice people. And uh, Daniel, he's a little bit more reserved, but William, he's just like one of the homies, hanging out
Yeah.
on set, having a good old time.
You can just tell that, hey, like, you're seen with him when he's like, oh, where did you go? Oh, what's a boombox? And he's like, what's that thing on your face? Like, that's just so cool. So funny. Such
Yeah,
a good
that was
dude.
my first time interacting with him at all.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah. Uh,
Wow.
we didn't have any rehearsals
Right.
amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me and Trey would run our lines, but
Yeah.
I didn't meet William Zabka until we were about to film that scene.
That is
So
so crazy. Yeah, wow. And so I think that's a really funny scene, where he's like talking about your mustache and you go all shy or whatnot. But what do you think is the funniest line of the show, like the whole show? Because the whole thing's funny. It's hard to like narrow down, but do you have a favorite or a funny line that you really like?
hash brown and send it to the internet.
Send it to the internet. That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
I use
So
that. I use it often.
you do? Yeah. I use
Yeah,
noise. Noise.
noise. It
Not
was
so,
funny because
so
noise, like, to me, when I was reading it, I know what it meant, what it said, and I
yeah,
know
for
what
sure.
it was like. But I had to like clarify with everybody. I'm like, so what do you guys like? What do you really want out of this? Is it like noise, or is it just like noise? Like,
Yeah.
I was trying to, because you come in and they tell you this is a comedy drama, so you're like, oh, okay, that's confusing. I
Yeah.
don't know
How funny do I go?
how funny am I supposed to be? Because like I'm so often like a Jim Carrey meets a Johnny Depp type of thing. So when it's like imagine Jim Carrey in a drama, like it's tough how to control your facial expressions, everything,
Yeah.
uh, and I also didn't want to. I don't know if I'm like, do I steal the scene? Like, do you blend in?
Yeah.
And even at times I do wish that I had attempted to steal the scene even a little bit more because I think they might have liked it. But
I
I
think you
think,
guys did steal the scenes. Yeah. Like you keep coming back. You're in what, 1, 2, and 3, not in 4, but they kept bringing you back. You know what I mean? Like, were you surprised by that, or were you like, I nailed it, I'm gonna be series regular or whatever?
not at first, no, it didn't even dawn on me that there were other seasons.
Yeah. Really? You didn't think it would just blow?
I didn't think about it.
No.
I was on set and I'm like talking to Josh Heald and one of the producers and writers and creators, and I was like, hey man, if you got any advice on how to acquire more opportunities and stuff, he's like, well, there could be always season 2. And I was like, oh yeah,
Nice.
never thought of that.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Every
so
step
good.
of the way was more of was like an extra step in the overall shock value of it. And in each time I was there, it evolved more, my presence and my uh, even not comfortability of what's going on as well. Becoming one of the regulars, and so at first I'm like, holy crap, I just got casted in the Karate Kid show. No way, my life. This is a game changer. And then it was, like, oh crap, you know what? I get paid to do this.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're winning,
each
dude.
step of the way, you're like a little bit more. I'm just like more excited about it because
Yeah.
I mean I do this stuff every day. On my own and I mean not on my own, amongst my friends, and I create the things I want to see created.
Yeah.
And so often that's not a paid situation. That's
Yeah.
just making the things that we want to see made. And here I am getting to be in something that I would want to see be made.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so good. So I've made a predictions video about what I think would happen in season 5. Obviously, I'm not going to ask you if you're in it or not. You're not allowed to say. I totally get that. But if you work to continue with Cruz, do you want him to stay this like hoodlum, like a little thug sort of dude, or do you want to see him like transform? Because I've seen some crazy rumors that you might join a dojo or become this good guy, and I kind of think, why do you want that?
Interesting. So you think why you'd want to see him stay bad or go bad
Well, I don't
I
even
don't
think you're
know.
necessarily bad.
Yeah, I can understand the theories, and all of them have a lot of validity. I mean, they all are very good theories. There's the theories that, yeah, I come out of jail and or prison, and I'm like reformed, and me, or then I come out of prison and I join a Cobra Kai or something, or I start doing henchman stuff. But at the same time, there's the realities of that, like I'm a character that is running around in the streets, and we don't know my background.
Yet.
We and there we go. Yet we don't, we got to see how far the I guess the fan base does a lot for where the show goes.
For sure, yes.
In ways, because like at the same time, like if the fan base wants to see something, some ways they don't. It's like they've been trying to keep everybody on their toes, so it kind of like they take it to the left when everybody's thinking right. So
For sure.
I don't know. It's tough to see, and it's tough to tell where it could go, but it could go in a lot of different places. And I think it would be funny either way. I think that Cruz going soft and
Going
reformed
good.
would be funny.
Yeah.
But I also could easily see him become a henchman for the bad guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, awesome. That's good to know. Speaking of your fan base, obviously, like you've blown up quite a bit on Instagram there. I saw like one of the girls was like sending you guys plushes and stuff, which was really cute. Do you think
uh,
that since being on Netflix that you're like recognized more? And like, what is the nicest thing or like the most surprising thing that one of your fans or followers or whatever they are have done for you?
well, yeah, it's really cool you mentioned the plush. Melissa, she's out in Belgium. She's since the show become a friend and has done a million different illustrations. Even every time I do something with some of my other friends, like she includes them now. And
That's so
then
nice.
one day there was a plush that she made, and a little figurine plush doll.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh,
Yeah.
adorable. I love the little starch too. I love it. So adorable.
This is probably like the coolest thing anybody's ever given me in my life.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's very adorable. Yeah. Do you find that, like you got a lot of fans, reaching out to you and like making you stuff and things now?
Well, the thing about this is like the Cobra Kai fan base is different than all fans. They're extremely creative. And one of the things that has been big in the whole scene is the artistry. The Cobra Kai, so many Cobra Kai fans are drawing all the characters, and it's a very communicating from fans to actors to creators. People are communicating, and the art is being passed around, and we love it. It's so beautiful. There's so much talent out there, and
For sure.
I'm blessed to have such a great fan base. It is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I've noticed that, a lot of, well, specifically Cobra Kai cast, but, they always are so interactive on, their socials and just involving the fans. Like I don't know, it makes me as a fan, like feel really appreciated. And yeah, I really like that they're, interactive with us. It makes me feel, I don't know, appreciated. It's nice.
You are. No, I mean, the show wouldn't be where it's at and without. I mean, it's just another piece of video without y'all. So
Yeah.
We're so thankful, and it's just I'm just loving every second of being a part of this project.
Yeah, that's good. And you're not just in Cobra Kai, like you do other projects, like you've got your photography going on, you've directed before. What else did you do? Obviously, you're an actor and like you do the musician stuff as well. You're super creative. Is there anything you can't do? That's not my question. That's not my question. My question is, which of those things do you enjoy most? Like, what do you find that you really dive into or enjoy the most?
Well, acting was pretty much the original basis of it all. It's what I'd been doing since I was a kid, performing, but there was a music aspect to it as well. See, being an actor can be presented in a million different ways, but most often when you're in somebody else's project, you are being told, you have to, regardless, you have to be something else other than yourself, which at times can be very tough, and especially the tougher the role itself and what it can put you through. I like to keep myself very lighthearted and not too much emotional stress. And when I do music, my job is to do me, do me at my fullest in a million different angles. But when I do my music, I'm also directing it all, and I edit it too. So it's full on me showcasing what I want you to see. So I love making music, and I really hope that my music can take everything to the next level, where I can expand my network and the financial backing, and be able to then from that transition into doing what I do with music for major movies. So I can write, direct, act, and edit. Probably I'll hand the edit off to somebody else at that point, but
I mean, hopefully, yeah.
So I'm in the middle of editing one of these new projects, and we did it really big, and it's got a lot in it, and I've been taking it step by step, and I could probably have done it a lot faster, but I'm just being very gentle and make sure that I get everything that I want in it, and it holds a lot of weight to me. Like, I really want it to be what I want it to be, so I'm not rushing it, but I need to get it done.
I can't wait to see that. I genuinely like your music. I think it's really fun. So, and like, do you have 30 songs? Is that right?
Well, there was a 2-month span
Okay.
where for about like 3 to 4 days a week, I was in the studio. And in that time, I completed around 30 songs. Um, a lot of them won't necessarily ever get released, but they would be things that would help me release my own creativity and get to the next level.
Yeah.
In that aspect, I developed, in that time, I developed a sound that I wanted to produce as an album and release in itself, aside from things like Crocs and Socks, which, my earlier years of music was considered like theatrical hip hop pop. Um, then I started doing some, all of which still left you with a smile. But then
Yeah,
I
for
went,
sure.
well, then I went to like
Funny.
comedic
Yeah.
satire. And I don't ever want to stop doing that. But
Yeah.
I do have a more serious yet still fun sound that I want to put together in an album. And so right now, completing this video and putting together a little promo reel, I'm presenting it to investors and labels, because what I'm looking for is a strategic partnership with a bigger platform than I have that can
Yeah.
take me to all the next places I want to go, because I really want to relinquish a lot. I want to get to the place where I can just focus on the craft and stop with having to deal with all of the details of how it gets promoted or how to get involved with this or that. I would love to be able to just be like, all right, you got all this studio time, go make some stuff. Now,
Yeah.
all right, which ones are you shooting? Tell me the story, and go do it. And then
Yeah. So have you toured locally?
I used to perform at like all the spots around town. I haven't done any live performances other than what we do on Friday nights at our studio. We
Okay.
do these live jam sessions
Yeah.
on volume.com. We call it Big Jams with a Z. And it's just a group of all of us that work together and create together. And we get together and we just plug in and start making whatever is on the mind at that moment. We just make music for the night and live stream it. And
yeah, that's awesome.
so that's a version of me releasing the live performance aspect. I haven't just gone and toured on it in a while.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. As I said, I genuinely like it. I really like Hole in My Pocket. The Undertaker reference, I was just like, dude, I dig this. We were big WWE fans, me and my brother.
Yeah,
so yeah. Yeah, it was good. Say again?
Is that wrestling fans in the house?
Yeah, for sure. We were like big, Eddie Guerrero fans, and then he passed away. We cried and shit. It was embarrassing. But anyway, good times, good fun.
I was like Sting, Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yes. Oh gosh. Is he still doing it, Rey Mysterio? Like that dude's a freak. He still got it.
Who knows? He's hit his face. Well, I think he did I think he's revealed his face multiple times, but there was a period of time I was into wrestling. I haven't been watching it long enough, but I feel like I heard that his face has been revealed.
Yeah.
Right? Is that right? Or
I think I have seen it, but to be honest, like I don't want to see it. I just want to remember that mask.
Yeah.
It's just iconic. It's good. But yeah, anyway. All right, before I let you go, I just want to play a quick game with you. The fast. Fave show at the moment.
In a second, it's about to be Ozark again.
Favorite superhero?
The Batman. Robert Pattinson.
Nice. Favorite animal?
Chameleons.
Favorite band?
Queen.
Favorite saying?
You better watch your ass.
Nice. I love it. What a way to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for jumping on and joining me. I'm hoping that we see you in Cobra Kai season 5 coming soon. If not, obviously I want to see more music from you and see you on my screen a little bit more, because you're very creative, and I really like seeing you, dude. Thank you. I'm so glad that you do, because you ain't lying. You knew what you were talking about. You did. You have seen my stuff. So that's I appreciate it. And you're on
Thank
my
you so much.
playlist. You know, I do genuinely listen to it. I tried to get my cousin to do like the little dance, you know, the viral dance thing that you got going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody, please. Anybody out there watching, do the dance. Learn the dance. Let's see some TikToks.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I did it. Full of my first round.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks again.
Thank you.